like to try and save them for maybe an inning here or there down the road. So do you expect to see the same thing from Coach Hall today?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're going to see probably one of their best pitchers. I don't really know. I know his son, Garen Hall's been their ace for the last 3 or 4 years, and he graduated.
That's a shame.
Very good ball player. Very good ball player, and so we've seen a variety of pitching this year from guys with a low velocity to guys that are in the low to mid 60s. So. Baseball is a funny game. When you're up there batting, you're actually competing against a baseball. You're not competing against a pitcher. So it doesn't really matter who's throwing it. It's just about us being patient and keeping our weight back and, seeing the ball deep and seeing it clean and hitting it. So it's going to be a tough match, but it's something that we are definitely up for today.
It's going to definitely be a weather factor game today as well, Coach. We're hopefully we can get it in before the rain, but we never know when those winds are going to creep up because they're talking about some howling winds that are going to start to develop as the day goes on. That can affect the ball game just as much as rain can it?
Yeah, weather it can always play a factor. You wouldn't like to see it play a factor, but wind and rain and such can it can limit some things that you want to do on the base paths or possibly your pitching because it could cause you to hang your curveball when you don't want it to or other things. So yeah, it's going to be a battle, a test to see with the not only Houston being as good as they are, but fighting the wind and all. But that's just part of baseball. Everybody goes through it, and that's something we're going to have to work on today. Is just keeping the ball down and try to get ground balls and try not to worry about the fly balls. And, just from the baseball side of things, we just keep hitting the baseball like we have been, put it in play, and we'll see what happens.
Sounds like a plan, Coach. Good luck today at Houston against the Houston Tigers. Good luck, Coach.
Thanks, Stan. Appreciate it.
Stay tuned. Tiger Baseball, it is next.
Thank you, Stan. That's been Tiger Talk with Coach Tony Edwards, brought to you as a courtesy of the Looking Glass Salon and Flying W Boutique. Stay tuned. Salem Tiger Baseball is next.
Every day, Cintas service reps help businesses get ready for the workday. They provide freshly laundered workwear delivered every week. Mats, mops, restroom and cleaning supplies. First aid and safety products to help your employees stay safe. They even test and inspect fire extinguishers and emergency lights. Cintas helps keep your business running smoothly. See what Cintas can do for you. Visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Have you ever met a nematode? Probably not. But this sneaky ingrate and its billions of friends steal soybean yields right out from under your nose. Nematodes cause up to $1.5 billion in soybean revenue loss each year. And if that's not enough, they also amplify sudden death syndrome. Why? Because they're microscopic good-for-nothing thieves, that's why. Take action against these yield-stealing jerks with Allevo soybean seed treatment from BASF, the only proven winner against both SEN and SDS. And remember to always read and follow label directions.
It's time now for Salem Tiger Baseball on KSMO and KSMO Media.
Now batting.
Brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Town and Country Bank, Salem Memorial Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Salem Memorial Clinic, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Tax Masters, Town and Country Insurance, City of Salem, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Jadwin Smith Auto Body, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson Attorney at Law, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carty, Flying W Boutique, New Life Auto, Tater's Sporting Good and Taxidermy, Melvin Motors and more, United Country Salem Realty, Babette Wells Broker Owner, On the Spot Auto Glass, The Local on 4th, The Hotspot Tanning and Tuxedos LLC, Your World Today, Hubs Tire Center, American Family Insurance, and Technology Junkyard.
And welcome to Houston, Missouri. Stan Stevens along with you here as we've already gotten underway. They're trying to beat the weather. So Trey Richter has struck out. Caden Moody has just walked, and Caden DuBois is at the plate. We'll go to the starting lineup here for the Tigers in just a moment. It is Wyatt Hughes on the hill. And he gets the stretch. Curveball, ground ball, might be two. Out at second, and not out at first. Just couldn't get out of the glove, could the second baseman. Jake Allen struggled with that one, so a fielder's choice for Caden DuBois. Moody is a race 6-4 on that put out. So Hamilton will stand in for the Salem Tigers. It's Trey Richter leading off. He's playing shortstop. Cade Moody in center, batting second. Caden DuBois will pitch today, batting third. Owen Hamilton at first base in the cleanup spot. He's batting right now. Cash Howard on deck. He's in right field. Hayden Sanders batting sixth. He's doing the catching today. As the pitch comes in, there's a fly ball in left field. It's hanging up, and it's caught by Keaton Getz out there in left field for the final out of the inning. No runs, no hits, a walk, one left. We have now played a half an inning. It's Salem nothing. Houston coming to bat. Let's take a 1 minute break and come back. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free. Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Welcome back to Houston. Let's go ahead and finish that starting lineup for the Salem Tigers. At third base today, Roy Stevens. He's batting seventh. Corby Ball out in left field. He's batting eighth. And Blake Edwards at second base batting ninth. As DuBois gets on the hill, he'll have Sanders doing the catching today, and that'll be the battery for the Salem Tigers. Salem is in their gray pants with the navy blue top and the Carolina blue bottom of the jersey, with the white numbers and white trim, as well as pinstriping on the pant of navy blue. Houston Tigers will be coming to bat. It'll be Aiden Kelly. He'll be in left field and leading it off. He'll be batting first. Stone Jackson at shortstop, batting second. And he wears number 25. Wyatt Hughes doing the pitching is batting third. Sean Buck at third base. He's in the cleanup spot. Gage Yardley is at first base, batting fifth. Keaton Getz in left field, batting sixth. Jake Allen, second base. He's batting seventh. Grayson Mitchell, he'll be in right field, batting eighth. And Aiden Scanlon in center field, batting ninth. Houston in their red jerseys. They are trimmed in black numbers, black letters. Outlined a little bit with a very fine line of white. They have their gray pants on and their black socks. Most of the Houston Tigers use the knicker pant. So they show the stirrup on the black socks. I don't see a lot of teams do that anymore. Old-fashioned baseball way. So Kelly will stand in to face DuBois. DuBois' last pitch against Ellington took the loss in that game, and a pop-up on the first pitch. It goes out of play. The winds, they are blowing somewhat brisk at times. Not all the time, though. And they are blowing from left to right. So the right field is the deeper field here out by their scoreboard. It's the deepest part of the ballpark. As Kelly waits the pitch, curveball, just a little bit low. 1-1. Right-handed batter deep in the box, up on top of that play as the pitch comes home. Fastball, strike on the inside corner off the glove of Sanders and back to the screen. Used to be some interesting times here at Houston when the ball go back behind the catcher and come flying back out. They've got padding back there now. Pitch comes home and a grounder right back to DuBois. He has it to throw to first in time. 1-3 on the putout. First out made by Kelly, and it was an easy one back to Caden DuBois. Stone Jackson will stand in. He's playing shortstop today. Right-handed pitcher, Caden DuBois. Right-handed batter, Stone Jackson. The pitch, ground ball to right side and through by Edwards in the right field for a base hit. Ball just got past the outstretched glove of Blake Edwards. Brought back in by Cash Howard, so one out single. First hit of the game by Jackson. Wyatt Hughes will stand in. Houston coming in 4-3, Salem 4-1. Big gap on that right side as Edwards cheats up the middle looking for two. Pitch to Hughes, comes home outside with a curve. Tigers straight away in the outfield. Wind right now kind of blowing directly out to center. Pitch to Hughes coming home. There's a line drive. That's fair down the third base line. Getting it back in quickly is Ball, but Houston has got two on with only one out. That ball was inside off the plate, and Hughes roped it down the line. That ball did not hook whatsoever. As the winds, as I mentioned, blowing more left to right, that wind started picking back up left to right. May have helped that ball, but that ball was really tagged, and Sean Buck will stand in. Well, big right-handed batter playing third base today. First and second, one out. In at first and third, looking for two up the middle. Du Bois steps off. Nobody back there to keep Jackson close. Stevens even with the bag at third base. The pitch comes home outside with a fastball. Got an early start to this game, trying to beat that storm system. Right now, just wind becoming a factor as the pitch comes home. Inside corner for a strike, 1-1. Looks like Buck was taken all the way to kind of get a read on Caden Du Bois. Trey Richter playing shortstop, really very, very, very far up the middle. Pitch comes home, a curveball and a foul backing out of play. It went hung a little bit. And Buck fouled it off. Cloudy, overcast day, but a breezy one. 1-2 pitch comes home, curveball inside and low. 2-2. Runners at first and second. One out. No score in this one. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Du Bois working from the stretch. Brings it. Fastball. He struck him out. Good pitch on the outside edge. And Buck could not make connections. He's the first strikeout for Du Bois, and Cage Yardley will stand in. Cage, stocky right-handed batter. Again, the wind pilfering from left to right. That flag is just solid. Probably gusting 15 to 20 miles an hour at the moment. Pitch comes home in the dirt, knocked down nicely by Sanders. Keeps it right in front of him. Good block by Hayden. In the second inning for the Salem Tigers will be Cash Howard, Hayden Sanders, and Roy Stevens. 1-0 the count. The pitch comes home. Line drive in the left field. That's a base hit, and Houston's going to take the lead. Ball will get it back in. It's 1-0 Houston. That ball hung up, and Yardley spanked it in the left field, and Jackson easily came home. One thing they were not able to do because of the early start of this game was cut the grass. The grass is pretty high in the outfield, and that slows it down as it hits. Ball got it back in, keeping Hughes at second base. But a 1-0 Houston lead. RBI by Yardley. Keaton Getz will stand in. Their left fielder. Pitch outside corner for a strike. The boys hung one prior to that pitch to Yardley and got away with it. This time he could not. Ball is up and belt high, and he took it in the left field. Pitch comes home, another curveball off the end of the bat this time. Nicely placed by Caden on the outside edge, and gets fouled right off that very end of the bat. It's 0-2, 2 down, a run in. 3 hits in the inning by Houston. And the 0-2 comes home. Curveball, strike 3, call. Gets called out on strikes. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Du Bois, but 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, 2 left. We've now played a full inning here at Houston. It's 1-0 Houston Tigers. Back in a minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Hi, my name is Michelle Bland. I'm the new family nurse practitioner at SMDH Family Medicine. I will be providing family medical services for all ages. I'm now accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, and all private and other insurances. Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Spring is in the air. It's time to organize your finances, and at the Bank of Salem, we are here to help. From checking and savings accounts, certificate of deposits, IRAs, loans, and even safe deposit boxes, we've got you covered. Come in and let one of our friendly employees help you get organized. The Bank of Salem, neighbors serving neighbors since 1883. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We go to the top of the second inning. Top of the inning brought to you by Jonah Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. Did you know that changing deductibles can lower or raise your insurance premiums? It all depends on how you want your deductible to go. Talk with Jonah, 729-5165. Jonah Schaefer, American Family Insurance agent. I always like to thank our great sponsors that make it possible for us to bring you Tiger baseball, like Melvin Motors and more out on Route W. Give them a call, 338-2917, 338-2917. Melvin Motors, a proud supporter of your Salem Tigers. The top of the second inning we go. Cash Howard, Hayden Sanders, Roy Stevens, the Salem Tigers, down 1-0. Hughes back to the hill. Salem will take on St. James tomorrow, weather permitting, maybe field condition permitting. We'll see, and that'll be at 4:30 tomorrow, Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. Fly ball down the left field line, and it falls foul. Good effort made by Aiden Kelly. He ran it down with that ball. Being up in the wind kind of held it up a little bit, but still Kelly couldn't get to it. Howard learned last year really to start taking the ball up the middle into left field. Became much better a hitter when he started to do that. Well, Cash gets back in. About 6 inches off the front end of the batter's box. The 0-1 pitch comes home. Fastball a little high, 1-1. Howard waits. Sanders on deck as the pitch comes home from Hughes. Here it is. Fouled straight back, 1-2. Good high fastball. Lady Tigers in Kabul today. They are scheduled to host Potosi tomorrow in a makeup game at the Salem City Park. 4:30 game time. Just missed outside. A little tailing fastball. And Howard takes it. It's 2-2. Nobody down. Howard leading it off here in the second inning. 1-0. Houston with the lead. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good pitch on the outside edge, and Howard just could make connection. Second strikeout for Wyatt Hughes. Standing in will be Hayden Sanders. Sanders got his first home run of the year in the last game, a 3-run homer in the first inning. Right-handed batter waits. The pitch coming home. Curveball swing and a miss. Had Hayden a little bit out in front. Getting that wind blowing briskly from the left field line to the right field line. The 0-1 coming home. Swing and a miss on, looked like more of a slider right there. Hayden swinging at the motion, was missed that ball by a good 6 to 8 inches. Ball was breaking away from him. The sign to Hughes. He's ready. Here comes. Curveball outside corner. Sanders down on strikes. 3 strikeouts now for the Tigers, 2 in a row. And standing in is Roy Stevens. Right-handed batter, playing left field today. Stands deep in the box. Pitch from Hughes. Fastball outside. Ball 1. Aiden Kelly doing the catching today as the pitch comes home. There's a line drive, 1 up. Nope, caught on the fly right at his toes by the second baseman, and that's Jake Allen. So lining out is Roy Stevens to end the inning. Salem Tigers go down in order 1, 2, 3, and we go to the bottom of the second inning with the Houston Tigers still on top, 1-0. We'll come back in a minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
March savings are going on right now at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem. You can save up to 10% on Napa lawn and garden batteries. Permatex head gasket repair, $29.99 for the 16-ounce size. And Napa Extended Life Cooling System Antifreeze and Coolant for all makes and models. Ready to use, $9.99 for the gallon size. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
We go to the bottom of the second inning, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Straight is your agent. You can give Willie a call to find out more information about all types of insurance. Willie's number is 729-4941, or feel free to stop by the office, 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem. Willie Strader, Farm Bureau Insurance agent. Jake Allen, Grayson Mitchell, and Aiden Scanlon will be up to face Caden DuBois here in the second inning. 1 run and 3 hits for Houston back in that first inning. Allen playing second base, so stand in front part of that batter's box. Facing Caden DuBois, who works from the full windup. Pitch comes home. Swing and a miss. Good. What looked like to be a slider. Little cut fastball or slider right there. Allen swung at it, made no connections. The 0-1. There's a foul off to the outside to the netting that they have that surrounds the field here. They don't have fence. They have good old-fashioned fishnet. 0-2 the count. DuBois has him set up. See what he comes back with. A curveball. He struck him out. Ball in the dirt, blocked by Sanders. Has trouble. Now throws a first just in time. Sanders reached down. Tried to pick it up, didn't get it, and then finally did get it, and the out is 2-3. So strikeout, the third for DuBois, and then a put out 2-3. Grayson Mitchell will stand in, wearing number 28. Another right-handed batter, midway into that batter's box, facing Caden DuBois. A little low fastball. Houston and Salem, always a good SCA rival. The pitch comes home, a little bit high. Kind of curled that one out of the hand, but it stayed high. I don't know if that was an attempted curveball, maybe a straight change. Just never came down. 2-0 to count. That pitch, there's a strike on the outside corner with a good fastball. Two and one down. We're in the bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Houston. Pitch from DuBois comes home, swing and a miss. Took a little something off that one. He had Mitchell expanding the zone. 2-2. Aiden Scanlon on deck. We're in the bottom of the second inning here at Houston with the wind still moving from left to right. Pitch, strike three, call, inside corner. Umpire's not fooling around, man. He wants this game to get done in a hurry. That ball looked to be just maybe a smidge off the plate. 2 down. Standing in is Aiden Scanlon. Where's number 0? The pitch comes home. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. The umpire has just a little expanded strike zone. We saw a couple of them just off the corner get called here on the left-handed side, and that one looks like it's just a little bit inside because it seemed to really catch Mitchell off guard. Quickly 0-2 as another fastball blew right by Scanlon. See what Hayden comes back with now. Something off speed? Nope. Still a hard slider. Had a little bit of a break at the end, but fouled back by Scanlon. Straight away on the infield and outfield for the center fielder for Houston, Aiden Scanlon. The 0-2 swung on and missed, dropped by Sanders. He'll throw it around as we retire the side. 1, 2, 3 straight strikeouts for Du Bois, and down in order go the Houston Tigers in the second inning. We played 2 full innings. It's the Salem Tigers trailing the Houston Tigers 1-0. We'll come back in a minute. It is Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again. Or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
Did you know that Salem Memorial District Hospital Rehab Department is growing and adding services? Hi, I'm Gina Daniels, the Director of Rehab at Salem Memorial Hospital. We have certified therapists that specialize in wound care and lymphedema management. Discuss your rehab needs with your physician and come see us. Let our friendly and caring staff help you get your life back. Call 573-729-6626 to schedule an appointment. We are committed to every patient, every encounter, every time.
To the top of the third inning we go, and time for the hour brought to you by Jonah Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. You know, if you're changing insurance coverage, you need to get the best deal for your life, your car, your home. See Jonah, 1104 South Main Street, or call 729-5165. Always appreciate our sponsors, make it possible for us to bring you Tiger sports and activities like on-the-spot glass. If you need glass replaced, you don't have to take it somewhere. Let them come to you. They'll change your glass on the spot. On-the-spot glass, 247-3608. 1-0 Houston as Corby Ball stands in, playing left field today with the Salem Tigers. Grounds this one down the third baseline foul. One strike. Blake Edwards will follow. Then Trey Richter to the top of the order. Houston got a run in the first inning on 2-out single by Cage Yardley to try and win the run. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch, tailing away from him. Corby could not hold back. Trying to get a jump on that fastball, and then got caught with the number 2. This one comes home, that pitch is up and in. 1-2 by Wyatt Hughes. Hughes, a right-hander. Goes hard and mixes his pitch as well. And the 1-2 pitch to Ball. Here it comes. Grounder towards short, and third baseman cuts it off. The throw to first is in time, right on the money. Nice job by Sean Buck. And that ball got into the shortstop. A much closer play. But Buck cut it off on a big hop, and he throws out. Corby Ball, 1 down. 5-3 on that put out if you're keeping score. Blake Edwards will stand in. Right-handed batter. Blake playing second base today. Pitch to him. Fastball in the outside corner. Straightaway infield and outfield for Blake. He waits a pitch. Outside fastball. Wind again. Blowing at a pretty good clip from the left field line to the right field line. So more of a southeast wind here today. The pitch, there's a chopper foul at the plate. Back to the screen. 1-2. 1 down here, top of the third inning, 1-0 Houston. 1-2 the count to Edwards. Tigers still looking for their first hit. The pitch. Strike 3 call. A ball a little off the plate. The umpire has been consistent with that call. He's expanded the zone, as I mentioned. And that one, Edwards is called out. It's been the same for both teams, but it is about 2 to 3 inches off the plate. That one definitely was because it was a tailing fastball. Tailed away from a right-handed batter, and he got the call. Trey Richter will stand in. He struck out his first time up. Nothing shaking here, and he fouls it back. Had a pitch up in his eyes. He went launching that bat after it, but he fouled it back. 2 down in the third inning. Wyatt Hughes ready. Brings it in. Curveball swing and a miss. Cutting in on Trey Richter. 0-2 the count. Hughes ready. Here comes. Curveball, a swing, and a ball in the dirt. And Richter better run to first base. They still have to throw him out, and they do. He was walking back to the dugout. And so Richter down on strikes, 5th strikeout for Hughes. The footout, though, goes 2-3. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 strikeouts, nobody left. We play 2.5. We go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's Houston 1, Salem Tigers nothing. We'll come back in 1 minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Are you a renter that has always dreamed of owning your own home but aren't sure where to start? Town & Country Bank can help. With our local lending team, Town & Country Bank has been helping renters make their dreams come true by giving them the tools they need to own their very own home. I'm Andrew Wynn with Town & Country Bank. Stop by today and let us help you take the first step to home ownership. Town & Country Bank, smart, friendly solutions. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 899641.
Are you wanting to know what's going on in Salem? It's easy. All you need to do is subscribe to the City of Salem's Text Blast service. First, you need to text the number 855-435-4811. Then text the word CITY for all pertinent alerts and announcements for the city. For alerts concerning utilities, text the word utility. And if you're wanting to know about parks and recreation, just text the word parks. The City of Salem Text Blast service, 855-435-4811. Subscribe today.
To the bottom of the 3rd we go. Bottom of the 3rd brought to you by Willie Strader, Farm Bureau Insurance. Do you know if you've got the right coverage for your home or your car or your boat or your tractor? You know, a lot of times we just really don't remember. We do a few improvements to our home and things, the next thing you know, we're undercovered. You don't want to be lacking the right coverage. Get in touch with Willie. Call 729-4941 or drop by 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. And Tyler, Willie Strader, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent. Top of the order, Aiden Kelly to stand in to lead things off. Curveball, slow curve in for a strike. Where's number 11? He grounded back to Du Bois to start the game for Houston. 1-0, the Houston Red Tigers. The 0-1 comes home. Another curveball. That was a little high. Tigers stay straight away. Creeping in is Stevens. The pitch comes in. That's just a little bit low. 2-1. Salem and St. James scheduled for tomorrow at 4:30 from the high school baseball field complex. That ball in the dirt on a look like a changeup or something that went wrong with the mound as Du Bois is doing a little bit of landscaping out there. Maybe he stepped short. The ball just dived into the dirt about 3 feet in front of home plate. 3-1 the count. The leadoff man, Kelly, the pitch, swinging a high pop fly in the center field. Wind will take it a little bit. Moody's there. He has it. 1 out. Wind again blowing from left to right field. Ball drifted a little bit to right center, but Caden stayed with him. And Stone Jackson, who singled to right and scored the only run of this game, stands in. His hot shot, Blake Edwards just couldn't get to it. Pitch comes in, a curveball, grounder towards Edwards again. This one he has. Go to first base in time. 2 down, 4-3 on that put out. Quickly 2 down. Wyatt Hughes will stand in. 1-0 Houston, bottom of the 3rd inning. Right-handed batter waits. He singled his first time up. Ball just up and in. Tried to jam Hughes, but that one just stayed up and in. Hughes, right-handed batter, gets back in. Right in the center part of that batter's box. 1-0 coming home. That's a little bit low, 2-0. Infield, Stevens, Richter, Edwards, and Hamilton. As the 2-0 comes in, that's high ball 3. In the outfield, Stevens, Moody. Try that again. Ball, Moody, and Howard. There we go. 3-0 pitch. That's a strike. Came back with that hard slider on the outside edge or cut fastball. 3-1. Looks like Hughes was taking all the way, and this one, strike two on the inside corner. Right at the knees, took a little something off that one. Hughes waits, and the 3-2 pitch comes home. Here it is. Hot line driving to right field, and it's going to fall in front of Cash Howard for a base hit. Cash did not get a good jump on that ball. It hung up a little bit with the wind blowing out that way, and I thought he might challenge it because the grass is so high. Even if you miss it, it's not going to roll very far, but Hughes gets the single. Kind of got it off the fist. I don't know if Cash thought it might have been hit harder, but again, just did not get that immediate jump off the bat. Sean Buck stands in. Pitch to him. Just missed outside, low and away. Buck struck out his first time up. 1-out single, fourth hit by Houston in the game. Short lead by Hughes. Now a little bit bigger. He's running. The pitch. Strike to the second. It's too high. And sliding underneath that tag was Hughes. Good throw by Sanders, but too good a jump by Hughes. 1-1 the count. Du Bois looks, checks, brings it home. Curveball a little bit high, 2-1. Stevens even with the bag at third. Sean Buck waits. The pitch from Du Bois. Instead, he takes a look back at second. Spins but does not throw. We're in the bottom of the third, 1-0 Houston. 2 out, man at second base. 2-1 to Buck. Here it is. Swing and a miss on a straight change. 2-2 to count. He looks in. Sign from Sanders. Here it comes. Curveball fouled back. Hung it a little bit. Didn't have that good bite on it, and able to follow it back with Sean Buck. Man at second base. That's Wyatt Hughes. Buck at the plate. 2-2 to count. 2 down. The stretch. The look. The pitch. There's a foul back again. Another curveball. Another one kind of up in the zone. Had a little better bite to it, but still up in where the pitcher does not really want curveballs to be. 2-2 to count. Buck trying to stay alive. Pitch comes home. There's another curve, actually more of a slider, and it's full count. The ball's a little bit high. It took a little something off that one, but it did not fall in the strike zone. 3-2 to count. And here comes the pitch. Runner going. A swing and a miss. He struck him out. Buck down on strikes, and that is strikeout number 6 for Du Bois. No runs, a hit, no errors, and 1 man left. We played 3 innings. It's Houston 1, Salem Tigers nothing. We'll come back in a minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Elliott from Town & Country Insurance. As an independent agent, we shop many different companies, allowing us to find the best value for our clients. Town & Country Insurance has been serving South Central Missouri since 1963. We have offices in Salem, Rolla, Licking, and Mountain Grove, and would welcome an opportunity to show you what we can do for you. Stop by 400 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard, located inside the Town & Country Bank, or you can call our office at 729-6624.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
Check out these deals at K&H Auto Supply. A Schumacher 12-volt 6-amp battery charger for $54.99. Lucas Engine Oil Stop Leak $13.99 for the 32-ounce size. And 3-piece Flair Nut Wrench Set for $21.99. Stop by K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
We go to the top of the 4th inning. Top of the 4th brought to you by Jonas Schaefer, your local American Family Insurance agent. If you're a first-time home buyer, American Family Insurance has a guide to help you with the questions you did not know you needed to ask. See Jonah 1104 South Main to get your guide. That's Jonah Schaefer, American Family Insurance Agent in Salem in the Crossroads Shopping Center. I'd always like to thank our great sponsors to make it possible to bring you Tiger Sports, like United Country Salem Realty. Babette Wells, broker owner, and they love to tell you about great property in Salem, whether you're looking to buy it, sell it, rent it. They can help you out. United Country Salem Realty, 605 South Main Street. Call 729-3148. Babette Wells, broker owner, United Country Salem Realty. To this fourth inning we go. Cade Moody will lead it off for the Salem Tigers. Salem does not have a hit in this game. The pitch outside, and again expands that zone, calls it a strike. That's about 3 inches off the plate. 0-1 to count to Moody. The pitch comes home. That ball's up and in. 1-1. Cade Moody walked his first time. The only base runner for the Salem Tigers. The pitch, outside fastball. 2-0, or 2-1. We're in the fourth inning. This game moving along at a pretty good clip. Only one run scored in the first inning by Houston. The 2-1 comes home to Moody. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Swung right through that fastball. Hughes is ready. Here it comes. Curveball, and he struck him out. It's a hard curve, and Moody down on strikes. 6 strikeouts now for Hughes. And Caden DuBois, who reached on a fielder's choice after grounding to short, stands in. DuBois, right-handed batter. Hughes, right-handed pitcher, brings it. Fastball outside. To mention, Salem will be at home to face St. James tomorrow, 4:30, Salem High School Baseball Field Complex. As the 1-0 comes home, there's a swing and a foul tip at the plate. And the Lady Tigers will be making up a game with Potosi tomorrow. Again, this is all weather permitting at the Salem City Park. Pitch comes in, a high fly ball to right field. Backing up, drifting is Mitchell, and he makes the catch as that wind almost got a hold of it. He had to reach back to his left and grab it. And there's 2 down. Owen Hamilton, who flew out to left his first time. Now, if you're going to hit one out to the left, you're going to have to hit one with a charge in it. Pitch to Hamilton. Fastball outside corner for a strike. 2 down. Nothing shaking right now for the Tigers. Still looking for their first hit. There's a ground ball up the middle, right to the pitcher. And taking his use and flipping out Hamilton. 1-3 on that put out. And now sitting down 10 in a row is Wyatt Hughes. The Tigers go down in order without a whimper. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning with Houston on top 1-0. We'll come back in 1 minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
With tax season fast approaching, you might have some questions that you need answered. If so, give the Tax Masters a call. They have over 40 years of experience and can handle all types of accounting services plus certified e-filing. Don't ever let yourself be a slave to the IRS. Come and see Jackie or Beth at Tax Masters, located at 107 West 4th Street here in Salem, or call 729-3001.
What are your plans for the future? Do you need a boost to generate a new plan, or can't afford to go away to college, or your work schedule won't allow you to go? Let Southwest Baptist University Salem campus be the boost. SBU is committed to flexibility, expertise, and the state-of-the-art technology. We now offer 2 new associate's degrees in teaching and Christian ministries, along with master's degrees in education and business. For more information, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071. SBU Salem campus is your higher education with Christian principles.
To the bottom of the fourth we go. It'll be Gage Yardley and Keaton Getz and Jake Allen. to face Caden Du Bois. Finally, the inning brought to you by Willie Strader, Farm Bureau Insurance. Let Willie help you with all of your insurance needs. Or maybe just in one, like life insurance. Maybe car insurance. Jeep could be your tractor. Some other homeowners insurance, maybe even renter's insurance. Get in touch with Willie, 729-4941. Willie Strader, Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. Gage Hartley drove in the only run of this game. A base hit back in the first inning. He stands in from the right side facing Caden Du Bois, who's given up 4 hits in this one. The pitch, up and in. Not a lot of hits in this game. There's 4, as I mentioned, for Houston, but that's it. That's the only 4. Tigers have a walk to their credit, as Hughes has them skunked. Fastball just missed inside. Du Bois wanted that call. He did not get it. 2-0 to count. The pitch coming home. That's low and away, 3-0. Again, Du Bois does some scraping of the mound in front of the pitching rubber. It's the leadoff man, Gage Yardley. 3-0 to count. Sanders the sign. Du Bois brings it. That's right in there for a strike as Yardley thought about throwing the bat back. Umpire changed his mind quickly. 3-1. Leading off here in this third inning. Our fourth inning is Yardley. That's in for a strike. Du Bois just basically guiding those two over. Yardley will be waiting for this one. Right-handed batter with a little pop in his bat. As the pitch comes in, swing, and he fouls that one back and going to be over the press box and out of play. 3-2 to count. Tigers straight away, infield, outfield for this hitter. The first baseman, Gage Yardley. Here comes home. Outside fastball. And Yardley draws the walk. First walk by Du Bois. Standing in is Keaton Getz. Getz, who struck out his first time, takes a strike on the inside corner. Getz struck out his first time up. Whereas number 50 stands back in. Playing left field today. Short lead by Yardley. Not going to pitch inside with the off-speed pitch. 1-1. Tigers cheat up the middle looking for 2. Big hole on that right side. Pitch to Getz. Coming. Popped up on the infield. Who wants it? It'll be Trey Richter. Called to throw to first base, and should have turned a double play because Yardley was way off the bag, but the throw by Richter was high, and Hamilton had to jump. He came down, did not get there in time. Wow, hope that does not come back to cost the Tigers. You got to get those mistakes, take advantage of that. Trey Richter got a little anxious and fired it high. And so Yardley gets back in. 1 down, the pitch to Allen comes home. Swing and a miss. Good high fastball by Du Bois. Caden right-handed batter working from the stretch. Yardley a short lead. The pitch popped up foul, now to play back behind home plate. Quickly 0-2. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning. This game is flying by. Cardinal baseball tonight, 7:45 from San Diego. It's on KSMO. Pitch low and away, goes off the shoulder of Sanders and down to second base on a wild pitch. Will go Yardley. Sanders got the shoulder on it, but the ball still ricocheted up the third base line toward the Houston dugout. Now a runner in scoring position with a 1-2 count to Jake Allen. Du Bois brings it. Ground ball towards the hole, and getting it is Richter to throw to first base. Is in time. Back to third base. They got a chance, and he's out. Stevens fell down trying to get back to the bag, but caught the ball and then reached behind him, and he got the runner Yardley trying to come across. The double play Goes 6-3-5 on that DP, and it kills the inning for the Houston Tigers. No runs, no hits, a walk, a double play, nobody left. We played 4. It's the Salem Tigers trailing Houston by a score of 1-0. We'll come back in 1 minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Terrell Complete Auto Care is a full-service auto repair center in Salem. They offer full-service oil changes as well as $2 discounts on Tuesdays for all ladies, and Wednesday is Senior Citizen Day. Plus, Terrell Complete Auto Care can take care of all your auto and diesel repair needs. They offer free pickup and delivery in town. Call 729-5761. James and Sheena and the staff of Terrell Complete Auto Care are proud to support the Salem Tigers.
Is your back continually giving you pain? Do you constantly have headaches? Do you have numbness or tingling in your arms, hands, legs, or feet? These are symptoms, and they're a warning sign from your body. And if you'd like to know why they're occurring, Dr. Amber Duncan of Duncan Chiropractic can help. Her mission is to find the cause of the problem and correct it. Give Dr. Amber Duncan a call at 729-2321 or stop by 401 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem.
We're at the top of the 5th already, and still 1-0 Houston Tigers. Top of the inning brought to you by your friends at Jonas Schaefer and local American Family Insurance agent who knows how to give you discounts. There's a number of different ways. Good driver discounts, senior discounts, bundling. Yep, call Jonah. Get more information about the number of different options you may have. 729-5165. Cash Howard to lead it off here in this 5th inning. Takes a fastball high for ball 1. It'll be Howard, Sanders, Stevens. Salem still looking for hit number 1. Don't have one yet. They have a walk to their credit. That's it. Du Bois has given up 4 hits and 1 walk, and he's trailing 1-0. A line drive down left field line. That ball's foul. That's what Cash has really learned to do, is take that ball the other way. Made him such a good hitter. He can still pull the ball. And a day like today, if they come inside, right fielder out there, Mitchell, is very shallow, and the wind is blowing toward the right field line. You get one up in the air down the line, you might run for a while. That fastball's high. 2-1. Again, the grass a little bit high in many areas. As Howard waits the pitch, swing and a miss. Tried to take that one to right field. Tied him up a little bit inside. 2-2 to count. Howard back in. A look by Hughes. He's ready. The 2-2 pitch coming to him. Swing and a miss. A tailing fastball broke away from Howard. He's down on strikes. 7th strikeout for Wyatt Hughes. Hayden Sanders will stand in. He was called out on strikes back in the 2nd. Salem not making that contact as they have most of the season this year. There's a fastball for a strike. Out over the plate. 0-1 to count. The pitch, fastball high. Salem and St. James tomorrow. The girls will take on Potosi. Again, that's all weather permitting tomorrow. As Sanders waits, that ball is low and outside, 2-1. Roy Stevens on deck. Wind still blowing briskly from the left field line to the right field line. As the 2-1 comes home to Sanders, and there's a little pop fly into short left center field, I should say, and venturing over as the ball hung up in the wind was the center fielder, Aiden Scanlon. Ball was not hit hard, but it got in that wind, which blew it back towards Scanlon, just keeping it up in the air. And he was able to run over and make the catch. So Stevens will stand in. He hit the ball probably the hardest of any Tiger. He lined out to second back in the 2nd inning. 2 down. There's a fastball for a strike on the outside edge. Even with a bag at third. Otherwise, everybody straight away for Roy Stevens. As the pitch comes in, that pitch is quickly strike 2 on what looked like to be a hard slider. 0-2 the count. Hughes not wasting any time. Brings it. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And he did it in fine fashion with an outside curveball. And down on strikes goes Stevens. 13 in a row set down by Wyatt Hughes. And down in order go the Salem Tigers in the top of the fifth. We go to the bottom of the fifth inning with Houston clinging to their 1-0 lead here at Houston. We'll be back in a minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Life is a series of moments. Big moments, small moments, moments you want to bottle up so they can last forever. At Edward Jones, we want to make the most of all of them. Whether you're planning for a trip of a lifetime, retirement, or just need some everyday advice along the way. That's why an Edward Jones financial advisor like me works with you to build strategies for today and tomorrow. Life is for living. Let's partner through all of it. I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Leah Nash. Call me or Joe Brand at Edward Jones, 573-729-3831. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Have you had a fender bender or crashed your vehicle? Come and see Jadwin & Smith Auto Body and Auto Care for all of your auto body needs. They have over 20 years of experience of putting vehicles back in mint condition. Take your vehicle to Jadwin & Smith Auto Body and Auto Care at 1202 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem across from Walmart, or call 729-3900. Locally owned by Tim and Wendy Smith.
We love thanking our sponsors that bring you Tiger Baseball, like Mid-Ozark Animal Health Center. Ashley Cunningham does a tremendous job out there, and the rest of her staff, 729-4031, keeping your pets and, of course, your livestock in good shape. Get in touch with Ashley if you got questions. 900 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard is the location. That number again, 729-4031. We're at the bottom of the fifth inning. Man, you're talking about a fast game. Whew. We haven't even played an hour yet, and we're almost two-thirds of the way through this one. Houston will send up Grayson Mitchell, Aiden Scanlon on the top of the order, Aiden Kelly. They have a 1-0 lead. They've got 4 hits in the game. Salem has none. Salem has one base runner. That was a walk to Caden Moody back in the first inning. Tigers throw it around. They're ready. The wind looks like it's picking up a little bit out of that left field line toward right field. As Mitchell stands in, he struck out his first time up. Tie ball game, 1-0. 3 base hits in that first inning. Produced the only run of this game, and there's a swing and a tap foul toward the Houston bench. 1 strike. Thanks for joining us on KSMO Salem, AM 1340, FM 95.7. You're streaming with us at KSMRadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube. Fastball outside corner, quickly 0-2. We'll be video streaming tomorrow if that game can be played at Salem. Du Bois brings it up and in with a fastball. Kind of changed his location on that pitching rubber. Went from the third base side to the first base side. Just a little. Moved about 4 inches. Now back to where he was before. And the 1-2 pitch comes home. Swing and a miss. He struck him out for Caden Du Bois. That's strikeout number 7. Wyatt Hughes has 8. Du Bois now with 7. Both pitchers have pitched well. Aiden Scanlon will stand in. He struck out his first time. 1 down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th brought to you by Willie Strader, your Farm Bureau insurance agent, 729-4941. Make sure your insurance is correct. Call them or drop by. Swing and a miss on 1 up and in. You'll find Willie at 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard right here in Salem. Next one by Du Bois. Just a little high on an 0-2 fastball. Cardinals and Padres tonight, first of a 3-game series, 7:45 on KSMO. Pitch, almost hit him. 2-2, down and in. Scanlon danced the jig, got out of the way. Kelly waits on deck. 1 out, 2-2 pitch comes home. Swing and a pop-up foul back and out of play. Wind continues to blow out toward right field. As Du Bois nods yes to Sanders, and the pitch inside. That's ball 3. Kind of nicked the umpire a little bit, trying to shake off his blow to his left leg. 3-2 the count. Came back from 0-2, did Scantlin. And Du Bois brings it home. Foul straight back into the screen. I should say into the netting here at Houston. Blue Tigers versus Red Tigers. Still 3-2. One down. We're in the 5th inning. The pitch from Du Bois. Here it is. Low ball 4, and Scanlon earned a walk. So that doesn't come back to hurt Caden here. Standing in is Kelly, flew out to centers for last time and grounded back to the pitcher. Wyatt Hughes, his battery opponent, has really been pitching well. He's just retired the last 13 in a row. As Sanders and Du Bois talk, Coach Edwards started to come out of the dugout, did not make it out to the line, so no charge visit. One down for Caden Du Bois on the hill. He needs to get this guy, Kelly. The pitch, curveball, that's a strike. That's a high curve, came in right about chest high. Got the call. Stevens a step in front of the bag at third, thinking he might try and bunt. Runner first base. And Du Bois stepped off, faked the throw to first base. Second walk by Du Bois. That curveball, dandy. Took a little bit something off, and Kelly couldn't pull the trigger. He uttered a word of discouragement to himself. 0-2. Pitch comes home. Here it is. Grounder up the middle. Might get 2, and they couldn't get it out of the glove at second base. Could Trey Richter. Ball took a big hop off the grass here to Blake Edwards, and then he had a little trouble getting it out of his glove, and then Richter had a little trouble getting it out of his glove. And so just the force out recorded 4-6. As Kelly makes it to first base. He's there with 2 down for Stone Jackson. Stone has grounded the second, single to right. Runner going, the curveball, swing, check swing. It's a strike, and the throw to second, not in time. Stolen base for Kelly. He stole that off Du Bois. Jackson tried to check that swing. It was up and in, but he went around. Coach Tony Edwards not liking something he's seeing with Caden Du Bois. He's going to come out and talk to his young hurdler. I want to thank our friends at New Life Auto for bringing you Tiger Sports. New Life Auto can put new life into your auto. Let them help you out at 583 Highway 68 North, just outside the city limits of Salem. And, of course, you need to give them a call. 453-4812 is their number. 453-4812. New Life Auto. Here in Houston, very low-scoring game, well-played ball game by both teams, to be honest with you. Good pitching on both sides, some good fielding on both sides. 1-0, Houston with a base hit by Stone Jackson with 1 out. Hughes got a base hit and made it first and second with 1 out. Buck struck out, and with 2 down, Cage Yardley hit a soft liner to left field and drove in the only run of the game. And that's where we are right now in the bottom of the 5th, still 1-0 as Jackson stands in. The pitch from Du Bois. Line foul. He hung that curveball, and Jackson waited on it, tried to take it to right. But he fouled it off. He's quickly 0-2. Kelly at second base. 2 down. Bottom of the 5th inning. 1-0 Houston. The stretch. Du Bois checks. The pitch comes home. Chopper foul at the plate. Jackson gets back in. Deep in the box. Tight on that batter's box right there over the plate. And the 0-2 from Du Bois. Here comes fastball, grounder, base hit into left field by Stevens. Here comes Kelly. The throw comes home way offline. And down to second base goes Jackson. Jackson got that ball through the infield past Stevens and been able to knock it down. It may have kept Kelly in the baseline here, but it did not. And it got out to Corby Ball, whose throw was way up the line. So an RBI single by Jackson, 2-0 Salem Tigers, and Du Bois will be done for the day. Caden went 4 2/3 innings, but he's going to be done. So far, giving up 2 runs. He is responsible for the man at second base. That's Stone Jackson. So a good job, though, by Caden. Really did a fine job pitching. Gave up just 5 hits in the game. He did walk 2. He struck out 7. And Tigers will make a pitching change here in this 5th inning. Looks like Roy Stevens may be getting ready to take the mound. So Stevens will take over on the hill, and Caden Du Bois will go to third base. 2-0 Houston. As Du Bois just couldn't get that one past Jackson. Didn't hit it extraordinarily hard, but just to the left of Stevens. Ball kind of hit a clump of dirt and just got by him in the short left field. Corby Ball came in and got the throw off, but his throw is offline, up the line, third base line. So no play at home plate as Sanders had to come up the line to get the ball. Had that ball been on line, there could have been a play at the plate. It would have been pretty close. However, there's a high grass out there slowing the ball down. Doesn't help the situation either. So don't forget, tomorrow we have more Tiger baseball for you from Salem. They'll be against the St. James Tigers. That game gets underway at 4:30. Our Lady Tigers will take on Potosi Lady Trojans in a makeup game from last week that was postponed due to wet grounds. Tennis Tigers Today match was postponed, rescheduled for April 23rd. Don't forget they have the Salem Invitational Wednesday here at Salem City Park. Lots of stuff going on, lots of stuff. We got Cardinal baseball tonight, 7:45, against the San Diego Padres. Cardinals 1-3 on the year. Just couldn't get past the Dodgers. And it just shows their relief pitching is still not very good. The Cardinals gave up 5 runs in 3 innings to lose to the Dodgers on all relief. Matz gave up 1 run, but kind of feel that he was pulled a little bit too soon. But that's my opinion. Strike on the outside corner to Wyatt Hughes from Stevens. Roy taking over here with 2 outs in the 5th inning. And now Sanders goes out there as they go over their signs. Looks like he may have gotten crossed up by Roy there. Wyatt Hughes with 2 hits in the game. Another duck on the puddle out there. 2 for 2 is Hughes as the pitch comes home. Line drive foul down the right side, quickly 0-2. Stone Jackson at second base. Tigers give Hughes a little bit of left center. They kind of play him to the right side. The 0-2 pitch coming home. Fastball low. 1-2. Du Bois now at third base. And Stevens took over. Just a straight swap. The pitch comes home. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Hughes down on strikes. First strikeout for Stevens, but Houston scores a run. They do so on that walk. Remember we talked about that walk? Yeah, it came back to haunt Caden DuBois as Jackson drives in the run. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 walk, and 1 man left. We've now played 5 innings. It's 2-0 Houston. Back in a minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Hi, Carrie Patton here from Town & Country Bank. We've got all the perks of a national bank, like online banking, quick loan approval, and you can even deposit your check from your phone. That's not why our customers love us, though. They love us because we still offer hometown customer service. Stop by one of our area locations and let our friendly team remind you how special hometown banking can be. Smart, friendly solutions. Town & Country Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Insurance with a local agent? It's called service. Call State Farm agent Cameron Irway in Salem today.
And welcome back to Houston, Missouri. Stan Stevens with you here. As we mentioned, we love to thank our sponsors for bringing you Tiger Baseball. And today, Tater Sporting Goods and Taxidermy. They're a proud sponsor bringing that to you right there at the junction of Highway 19 and 68. You can stop on by, pick up a few things you might need for the weekend. Check out their sporting goods. Check out their taxidermy services as well. 453-2757 at the corner of 68 and 19. Tater's Sporting Goods and Taxidermy. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Top of the 6th brought to you by your friends at Jonas Schaefer and American Family Insurance. There's different types of life insurance, you know, all kinds of them. Term, whole life, so much more. Get the right one for you. Call Jonas 729-5165. Corby Ball stands in to face Wyatt Hughes. That pitch is in for a strike. Salem looking for their first hit. They do not have one. Ball grounded out to third his first time up. The 0-1 swing and a 1 in the dirt. It's quickly 0-2. He was fooled. Getting back in from the right side. Corby Ball waits. Wyatt Hughes from the stretch. Here comes the pitch. Fast curveball grounded towards short. Jackson bobbles it. No play. No play. Ball hit, looked like a clump of grass and kind of came up, so Corby Ball reaches on the air by Jackson. We mentioned how thick some of the grass is. A little bit of inconsistent growth right now in the infield, and that might have hit one of those kind of clumps. And now Blake Edwards stands in. Leadoff man on for the Salem Tigers, first time in this game. The pitch, runner going, and a foul back by Edwards. Had a good pitch to lay down, but his bunt was foul. Corby Ball meeting with Coach Carr. He was off with the pitch. May have had the wrong signal. Edwards gets back in. Getting a little darker now here as the clouds get a little thicker. 0-1 to count. Edwards, right-handed batter, waits. Hughes checks the runner ball. Holds it, now brings it. Line drive right, that's a base hit. The Tigers' first hit of the game. And it's first and second with nobody out. So Blake Edwards gets the first Salem Tiger hit. Ball stops at second base. And it's first and second with nobody out. Good job of hitting by Blake Edwards. That fastball on the outside edge, he just went with it. Drilled it in the right field. And now Trey Richter stands in. That big hole in right center field. If he can get one up that gap, it may tie this game. Pitch to Richter from Hughes. He wants to bunt. Bunts it foul. He had the third baseman back. It was a good idea. As Buck was way off the bag at third base and deep. Now he's about even with the bag. Richter still may have visions of going down that way. 0-1 to count. Pitch from Hughes. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on one down and in. Trey has not been able to lay off that pitch. He has struck out on that pitch in the first inning and then struck out again on the same pitch in the third. And it's 0-2 now. Big hole on the left side. If he can go that way, the pitch comes in. Line drive, base hit right to that hole. And the bases are loaded with nobody out. We talked about that big hole on the left side as Buck was cheating up a little bit more since Richter faked that bunt. And he singles in the left, and the bases are loaded for Caden Moody. Tigers had no hits through 5 innings. They've got 2 in this inning, along with an error, and nobody down. The bases are loaded with number 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up. In at first and third, looking for 2 at second and short. The pitch to Moody coming home. Curveball. It's a strike. It's a high strike. Again, it's gotten a little darker here at Houston. No lights are on. The wind's still blowing toward right field. Pitch to Moody with 1 strike. Here it is. Check swing at the plate. And it's quickly 0-2. Caden tried to hold back. The ball hit his bat, came off the plate, and hit him in the helmet. Want to try and get that ball to the outfield if possible. Bases loaded. Nobody out for Salem. The pitch comes home. Curveball high. Corby ball at third. Blake Edwards down at second base. Trey Richter at first. 1-2 count. Moody waits. Pitch from Wyatt Hughes. It's a wild pitch in the dirt, but no advancement by anybody. Has a good job by Aiden Kelly to knock that ball down. He kept it up the third base line, which Corby ball would have had to run right past him when he fielded the ball, and that probably wasn't going to happen. So 2-2 count. From the stretch. The pitch comes home. Strike 3, call, one over the inside corner. Moody bailed on it, and that ball came back. He's called out on strikes, and that is strikeout number 9 for Wyatt Hughes. And now Caden DuBois stands in. It's a big out. A good pitch, but big out for Hughes. Pitch comes to DuBois. Pitch is up and in. Bases loaded, 1 down. Wyatt Hughes the stretch. Brings it. Swing and a miss by DuBois on a ball low and away. Misread that one out of the hand, and he went swinging at one that was 6 inches out of strike zone. 1-1 to count. Pitch comes home. That curveball is right down the middle. Caden took it, 1-2. Hard curveball by Wyatt Hughes. DuBois waits. He's flown out. He's grounded in the fielder's choice. The pitch comes home. Curve chopped at the plate. Hughes came back with a hard curveball, and DuBois fouled it. Wind blowing still from left to right. The 1-2 count. Hughes to DuBois. Here it is. Smile, ground ball to third. Not taken there by the third baseman. He gets the force out of third base. He didn't even know he had it. Bucks did the absolutely ole play at third base. He fielded it, but the Tigers get on the board as ball scores. Edwards is forced out 5 unassisted, and Richter is down at second base as DuBois reaches on the fielder's choice and the RBI. And now Hamilton has a chance to tie it with Richter at second. 2 down now. Big hole on that left side again. The pitch comes home. Swing and a miss. Owen tried to pull that off-speed pitch, which was on the outside corner. He missed it. They give him right center. Hughes brings it home. There's a line drive into center field. On the run, and past the center fielder, and to the fence. One run is in. Here comes another. Du Bois trucking in to throw overthrown on the cutoff man, and it's 3-2 Salem Tigers on the double by Owen Hamilton. That ball just kept drifting. We've talked about that wind blowing from left to right, and that one hurt Scanlon out in center field. He kept trucking, but that ball just kept drifting, and it was a 2-run double by Owen Hamilton to give the Tigers a 3-2 lead. Richter scored easily. Du Bois was trucking it as fast as he could, but to throw into second base over Jake Allen's head, and that allowed Du Bois to score easily. Owen Hamilton's going to have a pinch runner for him. Looks like Carson Barrett will run for him. All started with an error by the shortstop, Stone Jackson. The base hit by Blake Edwards, the first hit for the Tigers in the game, followed by a base hit by Richter. Both of those hits, by the way, the other way. Moody struck out. Du Bois hit a hard grounder to third. A heck of a play made by Buck. Run scored, but then Owen Hamilton drilled one in the right center, and he gives the Salem Tigers a 3-2 lead. Working from the stretch, Hughes to Cash Howard. Here it comes. Outside. 2-0. I'm sorry, 1-1. Howard trying to add to the lead. Barrett with a short lead at second base. 2 down here in the top of the 6th inning. The pitch comes home. Here's a ground ball up the middle. That's through. A base hit. Here comes Barrett. And Scanlon can't pick it up. And makes it 4-2. An RBI single by Cash Howard right up the middle, right past the outstretched glove of Wyatt Hughes in the center field. And Barrett running for Hamilton, and no problem coming across the plate. And now Hayden Sanders will stand in. Tigers with full 4 runs here in the 6th inning. After being no hit for 5 full innings, they've come alive. Sanders checks his swing, but a strike is called on the outside edge. Cash Howard took that ball right back up the gut, right past the outstretched glove of Wyatt Hughes in the center field. 0-1 comes home. That's on the inside corner. And strike 2. Hayden did not agree, but he's in the hole 0-2. Working from the stretch, Wyatt Hughes. Howard at first base. The pitch to Sanders. Swing a ground ball up the middle. Jackson has to go right under his glove. And that'll be his second error of the inning. He did not get in front of that ball. He tried to field it off to the side, and the ball went right by him underneath his glove in the center field. Howard stops at second base, and standing in is Roy Stevens. And we're going to have a pinch runner for Sanders. Silas Du Bois will come out and run, as Hayden, being the catcher, can check out. A lot of times he likes to do his own running. Salem Tigers with 4 runs here in the 6th inning. Stevens at the plate, first and second, 2 down. And the pitch comes home. Swing and a miss. Roy struck out last inning to end the inning. He is the 9th man to bat in this 6th inning. An error by Jackson, a base hit by Edwards, a base hit by Richter. That got everything started. Pitch from Hughes. Check swing, and wow, that was really a bad call by the umpire. He checked his swing, but he called it a strike, and it was off the plate a good 5 inches. But still got the big one left. Stevens asked for time. Once the bases were loaded, Caden Moody got called out on strikes, but Du Bois reached to the fielder's choice, got the RBI. Hamilton doubled in 2. Cash Howard singled in 1. 4-2 Salem. Pitch coming to Stevens. Low and away, gets away from the catcher, and the runners are going to move up on the wild pitch. Kelly got a piece of it. The ball came flipping back towards the screen slowly, and that allowed both Silas DuBois and also Cash Howard to move up. Hughes with a 1-2 count to Stevens. He could add to the Salem Tiger 4-2 lead. The pitch coming in. He's out. He struck him out. Check swing. Stevens, I'm going to say called out on strikes. 9 strikeouts. Make that 10 strikeouts for Wyatt Hughes. But the Salem Tigers score 4 runs. They do so on a total of 4 hits. There were 2 errors in the inning. None of these runs are earned, and there were 2 men left. We've now played 5.5. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Salem Tigers with a big 4 spot in the 6th inning lead this one 4-2. We'll come back in 1 minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Every project is different, which is why Salem Truss uses modern engineering software to design, then construct quality trusses for your home, barn, or business. The size of the job doesn't matter, but the quality of the work does, which is why Salem Truss will deliver their trusses anywhere. Proud to support the Salem community, they're open Monday through Thursday from 7:30 to 4:30 and Friday from 7:30 until 11. For more information, call Salem Truss at 729-9276.
Progressive Ozark Bank is proud to announce a better way to manage your debit card fraud alerts. Instead of a phone call, customers will receive a message on their text-enabled numbers if there is a concern on a debit card transaction. It's fast and easy. Want to find out how you can get fraud text alerts on your phone? Drop by or call Progressive Ozark Bank for more information. Progressive Ozark Bank, FDIC insured, where people matter.
To the bottom of the 6th inning, brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Willie Strader's your agent. Drop on by and talk with Willie about whatever you might need insured. Maybe have a new boat. Maybe you're building a new house, a new barn, or maybe get a new tractor. Get in touch with Willie. Give him a call. 729-4941. I'll drop by 1414 West Scenic Rivers Boulevard. We are in the bottom of the 6th inning. It will be Buck Yardley and Getz against Roy Stevens. Stevens checked in and got the out of Wyatt Hughes back in the 5th inning, a big out. Pitch comes home, low and away, ball 1 with a fastball. Buck has struck out twice in the game against Caden DuBois, who finished with a total of 7 strikeouts. Signed by Sanders, the pitch comes home. Ground ball towards Richter at short. He has it. Throw to first base, right on the money. Hamilton did check back in, by the way. 6-3 on that put out as Gage Yardley will stand in. He has walks and single, drove in a run. Standing in is Yardley. Yardley's RBI back in the 1st inning gave Houston the lead. Yardley stands in. He's walked and singled in this one. A pitch. Check swing. Outside fastball. Good pitch, but just missed. Yardley waits. The 1-1 comes home to him. Strike. Good fastball outside edge. 1-2 the count. 1 down to Gage Yardley. Stevens is ready. Here comes. Fastball low and away. Good pick by Sanders. It's 2-2. Tigers straight away for this hitter on the infield. The boys about 2 steps behind third, but off the line. Everywhere else just perfectly straight away. The 2-2 pitch comes home. Line drive, base hit, right field. The ball is up and out. Getting it back in is Howard as Yardley went the other way. 1-out single, and Keaton Getz will stand in. Nice piece of hitting by Yardley to take that ball to right field. Stevens tried to come back with that outside corner fastball, and Yardley, a right-handed batter, just took it that way. So a one-out single. Getz stands in. Pitch to him. Pop foul back and out of play. Getz is struck out. He also popped out on the infield to the shortstop. Richter caught that one. Could have had a double play on that play. Just did not get it. Next pitch coming home. A swing and a foul straight back on a high fastball. 1-2. One down. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning. Salem with 4 runs in the sixth inning. After being no hit for 5 innings. We're able to tally 4 hits, but got helped by a couple of big errors by Stone Jackson. And they tallied 4. The pitch comes home. Curveball and a high fly ball to center field. Moody is there. Measures it, makes the catch, gets it back in. 2 down. That wind still blowing from left to right. Moved Moody over a little bit in the right center. And Jake Allen will stand in. Allen is struck out, and he hit into a double play, a 6-3-5 double play. He grounded to short. They always made a first base, and then the runner tried to go to third, throw across. They tagged him out. Pitch comes in, up and in to Jake Allen. Allen 0 for 2. We're in the bottom of the sixth inning with Yardley at first base, the pitch, and a foul tip. 1-1. In the seventh inning for the Salem Tigers, it will be the same 3 to start out the sixth inning. Corby Ball, Blake Edwards, and then Trey Richter. Boy, some nice hitting by the Tigers going the other way in that sixth inning. The 1-1 count, the pitch comes home. A little bit high with a sidearm fastball. Allen gets back in, right-handed batter. All the way down the end of the bat, the pitch from Stevens. That's a strike on the outside edge. Took a little something off. 2-2 the count. Here from Houston, Missouri. 4-2 Salem Tigers with the lead. Pitch from Stevens. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good fastball, his second strikeout. And down goes the Houston Tigers. No runs, a hit, no errors, 1 left. We played 5.5. We go I should say we played 6, not 5.5. We go to the top of the seventh inning. Salem Tigers 4, Houston Tigers 2. Back in 1 minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
The Salem Memorial District Hospital Radiology Department strives to stay at the forefront of technology through high-quality diagnostic imaging tools such as CT scans, MRIs, X-rays, nuclear medicine, DEXA scans, 3D mammographies, ultrasound, and more. Many services are offered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week through the emergency room, while other services are offered through outpatient services Monday through Friday. To find out more about the Radiology Department, contact me, Bobby Sullins, at 729-6626. The Salem Memorial District Hospital. Every patient, every encounter, every time.
Your legacy. Protect it, prosper, and pass it on. Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, specializes in real estate, estate planning, probate, family law, and business law. A Salem native, Stephen Patterson provides comprehensive representation to clients throughout southern Missouri. If you need assistance, contact Stephen Patterson, attorney at law, at 573-453-2529.
Top of the seventh inning. Don't forget Tiger baseball tomorrow versus St. James. 4:30 Salem High School Baseball Field Complex on KSMO AM 1340 FM 95.7. And we'll stream that sucker video-wise on KSMOradio.com, KSMO Facebook, our stream Facebook page, and KSMO YouTube. Hope you can join us. Hope the weather holds off, too. Pitch comes into Corby Ball from Wyatt Hughes, who's still in the game. They're giving up 4 runs, all of them unearned. Ooh, that has to hurt. Pitch comes in. Swinging a tap foul with a plate by Ball. Ball led it off with a ground ball to short, and Stone Jackson last inning bobbled it. The ball looked like it hit a little bit of a clump in the infield, came up on Stone, bobbled it, could not throw out Corby, and that started the merry-go-round. 1-1 to count to Corby Ball. Pitch comes home. Swing and a miss. So happens you put the ball in play, even though Jackson played about as good as he could with some of the areas it looks like there's just some clumps. So not much you can do. There's a line drive in left center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. And it goes past Scanlon. Ball holds up with a single. Left fielder Gatz went right in front of Scanlon, and he was able to play it back in. Pretty deep single, and Corby Ball playing it safe. Stands at first base with Blake Edwards at the plate. Blake wears number 13. He singled to right for the first Salem Tiger hit of this game. Hughes from the stretch brings it. Ground ball to the right side. Taken there to throw to second. Out to throw back to first is not in time, as Hughes got over there. One big hop to the first baseman, and a good job made by Yardley throwing it down to second. Jackson got it back, but the force out was recorded 3-6. So Edwards on the fielder's choice. Good job, though, by Hughes to get over there. A lot of times pitchers don't get there in time. One out, man at first base. That's now Edwards. Pitch to Trey Richter. Here comes. Off-speed pitch, strike, a high strike. Trey Richter thought about bunting, and fouled it off in the last inning, and then came up with a solid single left field as they were looking for two up the middle. Had a big hole in that left side. He hit it. 0-1 to count. Pitch to him. Strike on the outside corner. Quickly 0-2. 4-2 Salem. All 4 runs in that 6th inning. Edwards a short lead. Pitch to Richter, 0-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit up the middle. Edwards will get to second base. He'll hold there. The ball was up, and Richter smoked it up the middle. First and second, one out for Caden Moody. And I know Caden liked to atone for his bases loaded strikeout. Ball broke back when Caden kind of gave up on it. Umpire's been a little bit inconsistent with that inside corner. And he called Caden out. He'd love to drive in a run here and increase that Salem Tiger lead. He calls time, steps out, gets back in. A base hit, fielder's choice, a base hit, first and second, one out. Top of the 7th inning, 4-2 Salem Tigers. The pitch to Caden Moody. Coming home, he squares the bunt, does, down the first base line. And getting it and flipping it is Hughes. Pushes the runners across to second and third on the sacrifice by Moody. 1-3 on the putout, and it'll put Caden DuBois in a position to add to the lead. 2 down. DuBois is hit in the 2 fielder's choice and flew out. He waits. Pitch to him. Chopper up the middle. It's going to get on through. It does. A base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the other throw home. Way too late. DuBois down to second base. Makes the turn. And he is in with a 2 RBI single, and it's 6-2. Third RBI for DuBois. That ball just got past Jackson in the center field. Edwards scored easily, and then Richter was right on his heels. It's 6-2 Salem, and Hamilton will stand in. 3 RBIs in the game for DuBois. And give a lot of credit to Caden Moody for that sacrifice bunt, got those runners up. And then give a lot of credit to the batter to get that ball in play and then get those RBIs. Hamilton, who doubled in the last inning, fouls this one down the right side. He doubled to right center to give the Salem Tigers the lead. So Hughes dominated this game for 5 innings. Tigers got to him in the 6th, and they've got to him here again in the 7th. Pitch to Hamilton from Hughes. Swing and a miss. Good fastball. He's still got some good stuff. Couple of errors in the last 6th inning hurt him. But these have just been clean singles. The 0-2 to Owen Hamilton. And the pitch comes home. That's strike three call. Outside corner. That's a dandy pitch. That's strikeout number 11 for Wyatt Hughes. With the Salem Tigers score 2 runs. They do so on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. We've now played 6.5. To the bottom of the 7th we go. The Salem Tigers 6 and the Houston Tigers 2. Back in 1 minute. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
There's a place for do-it-yourselfers with everything for your car or truck.
You'll find these spring deals at K&H Auto Supply. Gum-out intake valve cleaner for $12.99 for the 11-ounce size. Blue Devil oil stop leak only $14.49. And Blue Devil head gasket sealer for $29.99. Come on by today at K&H Auto Supply, your Parts City Auto Parts store here in Salem.
Parts City. Yeah, Parts City. Parts City.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out, but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. The Tigers with a 4-run lead. Those extra 2 runs got to feel pretty good for Roy Stevens, who's out there. He'd get the win if the Tigers can hang on. Hughes pitched so well for 5 innings, and then the Tigers finally got their first base hit, and then they came like rain. Ended up with 7 hits in the last 2 innings, and 6 runs, only 2 of them, though, earned. Grayson Mitchell will stand in to lead it off. He has struck out twice versus Caden DuBois. He's up against Roy Stevens to start the bottom of the 7th inning. The pitch comes in, just missed inside with the first fastball. Aiden Scanlon is on deck. Then the top of the order. You definitely, if you're Stevens, would love to get these last 2 guys of the order out first and have nobody on when you get to the top of that order. The pitch, there's a high foul off to the right side by Mitchell. DuBois with 3 RBIs in the game. Hamilton with a couple. Cash Howard with 1. Good job by the Salem Tigers tonight of getting that ball in play. Have 6 different guys with hits tonight. All coming in the last 2 innings. The pitch, a little bit high with a fastball, 2-1. DuBois at third, even with the bag. Hamilton about 2 steps behind the bag. Straightaway at short and second. The 2-1 coming home. Here it is. That's way high. Ball 3. The last thing you want to do is start walking guys. Stevens on the hill. Came in, struck out Wyatt Hughes in the 5th inning with a man in scoring position. 3-1 pitch comes in way inside ball 4 and a leadoff walk. It almost looks like Roy's a little tired. Just didn't seem to be very fluid with that motion. And Aiden Scanlon will stand in. He gets walked and struck out. Runner at first, nobody out. The pitch comes home. That ball's inside. 5 out of 6 pitches this inning, not really close to the strike zone. Stevens checks the runner, working from the stretch. Brings it in. There's a swing and a miss. 1-1 to count. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Salem up by 4, 6-2. Pitch from Stevens. High pop fly, foul to go back out of play. 1-2 the count. Wind continues to blow from the left field line to the right field line. The 1-2 pitch comes home. Check swing on the ball outside by Aiden Scanlon. 2-2 to count. Gotten darker here at Houston. 2-2 pitch comes home way behind the hitter, and it's 3-2. Stevens trying to get through this 7th inning. The pitch comes home. Ball 4. He walked him. I don't know how long Coach Edwards can go with him, but there's something wrong with Roy. He just does not look right. He does not look comfortable out on that mound. Coach Edwards is going to go out and talk to him. I don't know what it is, if he's dinged something or pulled something or what, but he's not acting very comfortable out there, and Coach Edwards is on his way out. He's trying to arch his back or something out there because, tell you what, it just did not look good on a couple of those pitches to Scanlon and a couple of those pitches to Mitchell. He just did not look fluid in his motion. 2 on, nobody out for Houston to lead off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tigers got those additional 2 runs in the top of the 7th to take a 4-run lead to give Stevens some cushion, and the good thing they did because he's struggling right now, and they're going to leave him in. He says he's okay. But they're at the top of the order, Aiden Kelly. Kelly's reaching the fielder's choice, flowing out to center, and tap back to the mound. Two on, nobody out. Hamilton in at first base. The pitch comes in. Fastball for a strike. Stevens looks to Sanders for the sign. Checks the runners. Brings it outside and low with a curve. Well, you had the 8th and 9th place hitters. You let them get away. Now you've got to face the meat of the order. Roy checks, brings it right on the outside corner for a strike. 1-2. Kelly waits. Pitch comes home. Just missed outside. That has been called a strike a couple of times. And it's 2-2. Stevens looks, checks, brings it. Ground ball up the middle to Edwards. Out at second. And out at first. A double play. Richter grabbed that flip by Edwards with his bare hand and fired it just in time to get the double play. 4, 6, 3, 2 down. As Scanlon was forced, Mitchell's at third base. And it's Stone Jackson, who has singled twice in this game, standing in. He's grounded out to second as well. Stevens brings it, swing and a miss on one outside the strike zone. That's a big play by the Salem Tiger defense. Stevens dove after that ball in desperation. There's a foul down the right side, and it's quickly 0-2. But there was Edwards playing up the middle. He got it, flipped it to Trey Richter kind of high. He grabbed it with his bare hand, then fired to first, just getting Kelly. The 0-2 outside low. Run's thought about trying to score, which means nothing at this stage. But if he got thrown out, the game is over. He elected to stay where he was, did Mitchell. Went off the glove of Sanders back to the screen. Roy Stevens trying to finish it out. 6-2 Salem. Bottom of the 7th. The 1-2 pitch. Grounder towards short. Big hop to Richter. Throw to first base in time, and the Salem Tigers defeat the Houston Tigers by a final score of 6-2, 6-3 on that final put-up, as the Tigers come back after trailing 2-0 in this one and beat Houston, and one of the better pitchers, Wyatt Hughes, with 7 hits in the final 2 innings. They win it 6-2. We'll take a 3-minute break, come back, and wrap it up. It's Tiger Baseball on KSMO Media.
Save on everyday items with digital coupons at Country Mart. It's easy. Download the Town & Country Markets app and browse through a variety of digital coupons available and clip them to your account. You can also clip digital coupons online at tcmarkets.com. Shop at a store for your favorite items, then tell them your phone number at checkout, and the digital coupons will be deducted from your purchase automatically. Scan the QR code on the in-store flyer to learn more and start saving more today.
Spring is in the air. It's time to organize your finances, and at the Bank of Salem, we are here to help. From checking and savings accounts, certificate of deposits, IRAs, loans, and even safe deposit boxes, we've got you covered. Come in and let one of our friendly employees help you get organized. The Bank of Salem, neighbors serving neighbors since 1883. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Right now at Napa Auto Parts Store in Salem, you'll find Napa Diesel Exhaust Fluid DEF, $11.99 for the 2.5-gallon size. Shell Rotella T4 Triple Protection Motor Oil, $19.29 for the 1-gallon size. And save $10 on a 2-pack of night vision brilliant headlights and fog lights. Stop by Napa Auto Parts Store at 604 East Scenic Rivers Boulevard in Salem today.
Hello, my name is Dr. Nasser Al-Masalma, but you can call me Dr. Al. I am a board-certified physician on internal medicine at SMDH, Family Medicine, where I look to find the cause of your health problem, then prescribe the right treatment and remedy to make you healthy again. I am accepting new patients, so please call 729-8000 to make an appointment. Salem Memorial District Hospital, every patient, every encounter, every time.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free. Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out: the Salem United Methodist Church, Dent County Health Center, and the local on 4th Street, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Welcome back to Houston. Stan Stevens along with you here on KSMO Media. We hope you enjoyed the game today. Salem Tigers and the Houston Tigers battled out in the SCA Conference. Salem goes to 5-1 on the year, 1-0 in the SCA. It was a dandy ball game. Really a very well pitched and a real good game for the first 5 innings. And I mean to tell you, both pitchers pitched well. Du Bois and Hughes battled it out. Houston got the 1-0 lead in the first inning, stayed that way until they got another run in the 5th. And I want to tell you, Tigers came back against a very good pitcher in Wyatt Hughes. Hughes, unfortunately, had an error behind him, and we all know what happens when some errors happen. You open the gates, and it just was enough. Stone Jackson made the error, and really it didn't appear to be Stone's fault. The ball took kind of a kilter hop, and it kind of came up on him, but error is still an error, and you have to field that ball. You got to play it. He did not play it real aggressive. I'm not sure that would have made a difference when it hits that turf right there. But anyway, nonetheless, Tigers got the base runner, then they got the hits, then they got the hits, then they got the hits. And all of a sudden, it just opened up the floodgates. And Salem got 4 in the 6th, 2 in the 7th. They win it 6-2. Winning pitcher in the game was Roy Stevens. He gets the win. He went 2 in the 3rd innings, 1 hit, gave up 2 walks. He did strike out 2. And Du Bois started the game 4 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts in the game. For Wyatt Hughes, he went all 7 innings, gave up 7 hits, 6 runs, 2 of them earned, 1 walk, and 11 strikeouts in the contest. He pitched very well. May have started to run out of gas in that 6th inning. He threw a lot of pitches that 6th inning as Salem sent 9 men to the plate. Game started out with Houston getting on top after Kelly grounded back to Du Bois to start the game. Stone Jackson got a base hit to right. Wyatt Hughes singled to left center. Then Buck struck out, and Cage Yardley came up, and he singled in the left field, and that made it 1-0 before Keaton Getz struck out. Nothing really happened for the Salem Tigers. They got a one-out walk to Cade Moody in the first inning. They did not get another runner on until the leadoff error in the sixth inning when Stone Jackson made that bobble. That's right. He set down the next 13 in a row after that, and Hughes just looked incredibly good in this game today. Now, Du Bois looked very good as well. Houston went down in order in the second, got a base hit with 2 out in the third. They got a leadoff walk in the fourth with a double play erased him, and in the fifth, a one-out walk to Aiden Scanlon. We talked about coming back as Du Bois had an 0-2 count on him, and then Scanlon got the walk. Then Aiden Kelly reached on a fielder's choice. Tigers tried to turn 2 on the grounder the second. Ball just took too big a hop, but Kelly's too quick, and Scanlon was forced out at second base. Then he stole second base and came home with a Stone Jackson base hit in the left center, made it 2-0 Houston. Then in the sixth inning, Corby Ball led off. He had a grounder to Stone Jackson. The ball came up on him. He bobbled it. He reached on the air. Then Blake Edwards stepped in. Tigers were still hitless at this point. He got a pitch on the outside corner. He ripped it into right field. He's a right-handed batter. Went the other way for a one-out single. Made it first and second with nobody out. Trey Richter tried to put a bunt down for a base hit down the third base line. Failed. He fouled it off. And then with 2 strikes, he got a pitch on the outside half. He was able to drill it in the left field when the bases were loaded with nobody out. Cade Moody came up. He got called out on strikes, and that looked like it really was going to put a damper into things. Then Caden Du Bois hit a sharp one-hopper right by the third baseman. What a play that Sean Buck made. Kind of did that kind of Olay swing with the glove, and he was able to catch it. And then he was able to step on third to get the force out. He had no other play. A run scored to make it 2-1, an RBI for Caden Du Bois as he reached on the fielder's choice. So it made it first and second and 2 down for Owen Hamilton. And then he drilled a double into right center field to drive in 2 runs and made it 3-2 for Salem. Richter scored easily, and I mean Du Bois was huffing and puffing to get around. But then when the throw came in from the center fielder, Scanlon, he overthrew the cutoff man, Jake Allen. That made it easy for Caden. He could pull up a little bit as he got near home plate as they made it 3-2 Tigers. Then Cash Howard, after Carson Barrett came in to run for Hamilton, hit one right up the middle, right past the outstretched glove of Hughes in the center field for an RBI, and that made it 4-2 as Barrett was able to come around and score. Another error by Stone Jackson on a grounder by Hayden Sanders extended the inning, but then Roy Stevens was called out on strikes. So we go to the sixth inning. The Houston Tigers got a one-out single by Gage Yardley, but then the Getz flew out and Allen struck out. And in the seventh inning, a leadoff single by Corby Ball in the left center field. Blake Edwards hit into a fielder's choice, so Ball was forced at second base as Blake hit to the first baseman, and Gage Yardley almost turned that double play. But Blake was able just to barely make it to first. Then Richter got another single and made it first and second with 1 out. Caden Moody did a sacrifice bunt to move the runners to second and third. Now, normally you don't want to do that with 1 out, but he gave it up himself to get it to Caden Du Bois, and in this case it worked perfectly as Caden grounded one up the middle for a 2-run single to make it 6-2 before Owen Hamilton was called out on strikes. Houston did threaten in the seventh inning. A leadoff walk to Grayson Mitchell, a walk to Aiden Scanlon. Then Aiden Kelly hit a hard grounder to second. Blake Edwards got it, flipped it to Trey Richter, who barehanded it up around his, I'll say up around his neck, and then he threw a perfect strike over to Hamilton at first base to complete the double play, and that meant Mitchell held up at third, and then Stone Jackson ground out to Trey Richter to end the game. Salem wins it 6-2 and go to 5-1 on the year, 1-0 in the SCA. Excellent ball game today. Hope you had a chance to enjoy it with us right here at KSMO Media. We'll be doing it again tomorrow night if the weather allows. We'll be at home to take on the St. James Tigers. That game starts at 4:30 right here on KSMO AM 1340 FM 95.7, and we'll video stream that game if played on KSMORadio.com, KSMO Stream Facebook, and KSMO YouTube. What a game. Had some fun with this one. Don't forget our Lady Tigers, who are at Kabul today. I don't know how they did, but they'll be at home to take on Potosi, weather permitting, tomorrow in that makeup game from last week. They got rained out, so let's hope that they can be able to get that game in. Meantime, we hope you enjoyed the contest. We got Cardinal baseball coming up tonight, 7:45. They'll be in San Diego to take on the Padres. For Jim back at the station, my name is Stan Stevens. Glad to be along with you from Houston as the Salem Tigers win it. Our final score is 6-2. Have yourselves a fantastic evening. Good night from Houston.
Thanks for listening to Salem Tiger Baseball on KSMO and KSMO Media. Brought to you by K&H Auto Supply, Town and Country Bank, Salem Memorial Hospital, Farm Bureau Insurance, Salem Memorial Clinic, Country Mart, the Bank of Salem, Napa Mooney Auto Supply, Town Screen LLC, Tax Masters, Town and Country Insurance, City of Salem, Southwest Baptist University, Salem Campus, Terrell Complete Auto Care, Edward Jones, Duncan Family Chiropractic, State Farm Insurance, Jadwin Smith Auto Body, Salem Trust Manufacturing, Progressive Ozark Bank, Stephen Patterson Attorney at Law, Looking Glass Salon, Candy Mink and Katie Carty, Flying W Boutique, New Life Auto, Tater's Sporting Good and Taxidermy, Melvin Motors and more, United Country Salem Realty, Babette Wells Broker Owner, On the Spot Auto Glass, The Local on 4th, The Hotspot Tanning and Tuxedos LLC, Your World Today, Hubs Tire Center, American Family Insurance, and Technology Junkyard. Join us again next time for Salem Tigers Sports on KSMO. People are talking about when they listen to KSMO.
As soon as I wake